Happy Wednesday, everybody. Okay. Um, I can't feel like I see somebody all of a sudden. I can't even sit here and lie. Today has been a long day for me. My children 2 days back to back have decided to try me, to test and try me. So I'm a little my energy is a little low tonight. And this eye has been bothering me all day. I've been rubbing and rubbing and rubbing, eye dropping and eye dropping and eye dropping, and it's still feels like there's something in it. But anyways, we're going to continue because it's been doing this all day. I don't know if you can hear the wind or not because right now it is howling. But I live in South Florida. We pretty much did not get the storm. The storm went around us to the west coast of Florida. So today our kids were out of school. Tomorrow they're gonna be out of school, but it kind of looks like they're out of school for no reason. And I was kind of the one I hope they cancel school. I hope they cancel school, and my kids have tried me. Okay, I don't even want to talk about it because I'm trying to get through it. But they have tried me today. But we've just had wind today. Yesterday it rained like crazy all day. It was flooded everywhere. It's still a little flooded even in my neighborhood. In my neighborhood, it don't I mean it don't flood. Like even if after it rained there may be puddles places, they fade very quickly. Like it's not like it sits around or anything, and it's very few and far in between. But today when I went a couple of places, it was flooded out in the not right in front of my house, but out right outside my community or whatever. And I was very shocked by that. And I looked at some of the lakes in the area and they were very high. We got a lot of rain yesterday, but the places that got the brunt of it, it seemed like Key West. That's why I said, and if you saw any of my earlier videos, I said I pray that Key West doesn't get the storm, it doesn't go that way because they can't take a lot. They are literally in water. They live in water. The islands are so small and the water level, and they had storm surge, which is where the sea water is now on land. And so of course in people's houses, I'm just and so the west coast of Florida, places like Naples, which is right on the west coast, is got the eye, which is the most impact from the storm. So we just have to keep them in our prayers. Right now we just had a lot of wind on this side, and it's been, dare I say, a very calm day where I live. Yeah, so that's the current update. Um Several things I'm talking about. I'm not gonna give Team is it Look at Us Now? I found the real name and now I can't remember. Um but the only thing I want to talk about on that show right now is Leah. Sweet old Leah. And her boyfriend. Her boyfriend, they were talking about moving because currently they're Leah's in her house with her kids and he's there all the time. So they were talking about moving. Y'all see this eye, right? They were talking about moving into one place together. So he had asked her for her information so that they can start looking or something. I don't know why he asked her for her information, but he asked her for it and she gave it to him. Next thing you know, he said, "Come, let me show you the house that we bought." Or I don't know if he put emphasis on the we, but the house that was just bought. And then come to find out, he bought the house by himself. Her name wasn't on it. So I have multiple thoughts on this. Teen Mom, the next chapter. That's the name of it. Which I love the concept of how they combined the two because I think the most recent person that left was Kel. Um, so they didn't really have that many girls on either side, so they combined it. The next chapter, I thought that was a very smart idea. Um, but I have so many thoughts on this. So it's like on one hand, oh, you're a man that can take action, right? You went and you bought the house. But then on the other hand, it's like, do I not get to say so in the house that we're gonna be living in? That it's definitely we, but that I'm gonna bring me and my kids from a home that we're already living in. Am I not gonna get a say so in that home? So then it's like, okay, you bought the house. It would be cool. Like, I feel like it would be cool if he would have just said, I want to buy a house. They're not married. So it doesn't necessarily make sense for them to buy a house together, in my opinion. Because what if they break up? Like, y'all not married. If they were to do that, being not married, I feel like they would need some sort of like contract, especially with her having kids, because if she didn't have kids, then maybe she wouldn't need that level of security. But in my opinion, and this is coming from a woman that has kids, I'm not moving in with just my boyfriend. I have kids, so I can't do that. I don't have that luxury, and neither do I really want to, because you know how men is. They like to shack up, and if you give them, all the benefits of what marriage would bring, I just feel like a man would be a little slower to make it official, especially if you ain't saying nothing about it. If he's not a man that already has the desire to be married, you moving in and doing those things, I would think will slow him down if marriage is something that you want. Now, if you don't want marriage, then girl, do whatever floats your boat. If you like it, I love it. You know what I'm saying? Um, So yeah, I thought that, and then I thought the fact that she didn't feel any type of way about him doing that. I thought that was like a red flag, because to me, you would at least want to have a conversation and get an understanding as to why would you just go. I mean, it's a house. He bought a whole house, and he presented it to you as you guys were buying a house. But in actuality, his name is on the deed, his name is on the mortgage. I mean, is he going to be expecting you to help pay? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So I thought that was very interesting, and I can't wait to see how that continues to play out. Like, if she's ever going to address it, because sweet Leah, like Leah is just so sweet, and it seems like she has gotten to the point where she is fully in love with him. So you know how it is when you like just floating on cloud nine in love. A lot of times you don't address things the way that you may need to address some things. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, and I think that's the stage that she in right now. But I just hope that she wakes up soon, because eventually you be all in love, and then boom, you snap out of it. Not that you fall out of love, but now you're more aware of like what's actually happening. You're not like in this deja vu type of fairy tale land where you're not really paying attention to and feeling the things that are happening in your relationship. So yeah, so I hope Leah is not denying the things that she feels on the inside, and I hope she's not afraid to address the things that she feels, because that's kind of what it comes off to me as, like that she's scared to address things, or that she doesn't like want to ruffle feathers, so she avoids those tough conversations. So for me, that's why it's concerning, because I think that this is just my opinion, I just feel like any human being would question that. Like, you presented this as, we're about to buy a house, me and you. And then another question would be like, well, then what about my opinion? What about my voice? What about what I want? Like, you didn't even discuss this with me. So to me, it's like even bigger than, me not having an opinion on it. It's like, why didn't you communicate this with me? Like, is this what I can expect from you when we're married? That you just gonna make big decisions without discussing it with me? Does my voice not matter? So there, it's like so many, perspectives and nuances to it. That's why the communication would have to be effective. That's why you would have to have a conversation with him. So I'm hoping that we see, Leah speaking up a little more and being more assertive in like her thoughts and her feelings about things. Because I really like Leah and they seem like a cute couple. Like the girls love him. And that's always a great thing. It's just very heartwarming to see. Um so yeah, that's all I want to talk about really. I know on the show also Tyler was getting a vasectomy. Um Caitlyn, I felt like kept teasing him in a weird way. At times I saw him laughing back and at other times it just seemed weird. I don't know too much. Ashley and Bar, they made me tear up. I'm such a like emotion bag. Um, so Bar went to rehab, and then when he came back, he thought that he was gonna have to take in the rehab. He had to fly to, so it wasn't in like local. Seems like. So when he flew back, he thought he was gonna have to take a Uber from the airport because that's what Ashley told him. But then she surprised him and picked him up, and like seeing them reunite, it just brought tears to my eyes. It was so sweet. You can tell they love each other. Um, you can tell Bar looks like he's in a good place. It was just sweet. It brought tears to my eyes. I love love makes me feel warm inside. I love love. I love to see displays of love. I love to be in love. I love to love. And when I was single, seeing scenes like that, it would still make me emotional and it would make me happy still, like those same feelings, but it was like I can't wait to experience that type of love, right? And now being in that type of love, it's like it's like now it's like I'm just so happy that I got to experience this type of love. And I just pray that like every woman um learns to first like love their self because that's where it starts. And then once you're fully able to love yourself, I pray that like you're able to find a partner that loves you the way that you deserve to be loved because it's special when you have someone like that really reciprocates your love and shows up. Okay. When I was dating, and I was dating, right? I was dating. I had a great dating life, but it was also it was also for the birds. Like these men, I keep wanting to say the N word. I'm not. I keep saying I ain't go, but keep this channel as clean as I can keep it. These men, they feel like they don't gotta show up. Like you think you could go days, we dating. This just my opinion, because I realize some people feel differently on this subject matter. If you think you can go days, and please don't even say weeks, honey. But if you think you could go like 3 or more days without talking to me, you might as well just like forget it. Because for me, if we if we're dating under the pretense that we're just having fun, that's one thing. We don't gotta talk that often. But if you're saying you're pursuing me for a relationship, like you're looking for something serious, to me a pursuit is a pursuit. So a lot of these men and a lot of these men um yeah, they don't know how to be consistent. They think that should get like a platter when they're paying like pennies. You know what I'm saying? In terms of their attention, their effort, their time. It's like, I mean, No, not with she. You know what I'm saying? I feel like all women should have that level of what would I call that? I don't know. Like demand that. Demand that. If you're looking if a relationship is the goal, demand that. That's how I feel. You have to demand it, and the right man will step up to the plate. In my experience, that's what I've experienced. Um so Cheyenne and Zach, they buying a house. Cheyenne's son is so cute. He's so cute. I get baby fever every time I see a baby on TV. I want to have one or two more kids. It depends what the bag's looking like. One or two more kids. I definitely want at least one more. One and a maybe. That's what we'll say. One and a maybe. Currently, I'm 32. I believe that what God has for me is for me. So I know if it's supposed to happen, it's gonna happen. So I don't have like nervous energy around that subject, even though I'm in my 30s. I'm very like calm. If it doesn't happen, it wasn't meant to happen. And if it does happen, I know that it is supposed to happen. Um so yeah, I just wanted to come on here real quick. Like I said, my energy is a little low today. But honestly, every time I get in front of the camera, I've done, I believe, 5 videos so far. And every time I get in front of the camera, it makes me feel good. I don't know. So I have to like dig into that because honestly and truly, because I've been smiling and I'm not forcing it. I think you would be able to tell if it was like not a fake or like if it was a fake smile or whatever. But I don't know. It feels good every time I get on camera. It feels good. Um, so the kids are out of school again tomorrow. Hopefully, my third grader, he has a lot of homework. He has a lot of homework, Lord. So hopefully we can get a lot of that done early in the day so that the latter part of our tomorrow is like we could do some fun stuff. That was my goal for these 2 days off from school. I was hoping school got canceled so that we could like spend some family time, and it's just been homework, honestly, because I'm still working. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm still working. So, and then, the stuff with them trying me. So that has kind of derailed everything. So I pray for you, you pray for me, and we watch God change things. That's the positive note for today. While I pray for you and you pray for me, we can watch God change things. Yeah. So thank y'all for tuning in. Happy Wednesday. Married at First Sight comes on tonight. That's one of my favorite shows, so I can't wait to watch. It's a lot of stuff come on tonight. Oh, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I think I will do a review on that show. Jen on that show is, I mean, I could say so much about Jen. Jen is, y'all gotta watch the review to see what I think because Jen, Lord, I mercy. Okay, y'all gotta watch the review. That'll be coming. If I could get it in tomorrow, it'll come tomorrow. I'm definitely doing a Married at First Sight review, but Married at First Sight is 2 hours, and I will not be. That's already gonna have me up late. But if I can get it in tomorrow, I'll get it in tomorrow. If not, it will come the following day, which I believe that is Friday, because tomorrow is Thursday. Yes, so please tune in. I thank you guys so much for your support. Excuse me. Um, be sure to like my video. That really, really helps me out. Drop down in the description box below and leave some feedback, leave some comments for your girl. And yeah, y'all have a great night. Thank you for tuning in, BBs. Positively.